Hey guys, it's Carly from Jones and for Beauty here today, and I've got something a little more fun today for you guys. It's actually going to be a review and kind of update on what I thought about the products that are now empty that I have. So I've been saving up my products for a while now, so I've got this little bag here, and I'm basically just going to go through them one by one and let you guys know what I thought about the product and whether or not it's worth it and would I rebuy it again or not. So if you're interested in seeing what I thought of the products inside this bag, then stay tuned. There is a lot of drugstore and high-end products in here, so it's a little bit mix of both. And first thing I have here is this NYX matte but not flat powder, and it was a really nice foundation powder. I've actually did repurchase this already. This is probably my second one I got, and I used this for a while actually, probably before I started using more of the setting powders and everything. So I would just use this over top of any liquid foundation I had already, and I honestly found it did a really great job. Like, I do have a problem with being oilier, so having the matteness out of this powder was really great for especially around my T-zones and everything like that. And I found it worked really well, so I would rebuy that powder. But as far as it goes for setting powders, I probably wouldn't use it again, just because I did end up getting this, the Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I'm super sad that this is empty now actually, because this was obviously game-changing as far as setting my makeup goes, and that's why I wouldn't use the NYX one for that per se. But like, if I was around town or something like that and I needed a quick touch-up or something like that, the NYX powder is a really nice one to carry in your bag. It does come with a little sponge and everything in it, so I mean, it'd be helpful. I did use it more with just a little powder brush, so I would probably just carry around one of my brushes and use that with it. But it does come with a little sponge, so that's pretty handy. So on the go quick little fixes, this is definitely a plus, and it's only $13, so you can't really go wrong with that. I did run out of my Laura Mercier translucent powder, and that was super devastating. Like, there's like literally like crumbs left in this. It's nothing. I can't really use this. But this really did set my foundation so nicely. It really just gave this nice smooth glazed look afterwards. It helped my makeup stay on longer. So I mean, this I would definitely repurchase the full size, because I did just get the little miniature one to test it out, but I was a really big fan, so I would get it again. And it did come with this little sponge as well for applying it, and I did use this a lot as well as my beauty blender for more baking and stuff like that. So it was a really good product, and I would definitely purchase that one again. All right, so what else do we have in here? More foundation stuff, and this is another drugstore one. This is the L'Oreal Pro Matte, and I have to say, I don't usually pick up cruelty products. I do try to be a little more conscious of that, but I mean, every once in a again we do get in a bind, and unfortunately these products are just more cost effective. So I did hear a lot of really good things about this foundation, which is why I did pick it up, but I loved it. I really did. I mean, as far as drugstore foundation go, this is just incredible. The coverage was everything. It had such a smooth finish. It didn't oxidize on my skin. There was no little line. Like, it was just such a perfect color match. It was so good, and it hurts to say that it was good, but I gotta say, L'Oreal really knocked it out of the park with this one. So I probably would repurchase this, especially again if I'm ever in a bind and I need to pick something up from the drugstore real quick. Then hey, we all end up in those situations once in a while, and it was a really good foundation. I can't knock it. This is the foundation I was using before that, which is the Pure 4-in-1 liquid foundation, and I don't know, I have mixed feelings on this. I don't know if I was just given the wrong color, because I did get it in medium blush, and I was color matched for this. So I did have one of the consultants at the store help me, and she did pick this one for me, and I was a little bit hesitant when she gave it to me because I'm never medium. As you can tell, I'm very fair skinned, so I was a little concerned when she gave it to me, but it was warmer weather and I was a little tanner, so I was like, hey, maybe I got super tan this year and maybe medium is just now my color. So I went for it and I bought it, and the coverage was really nice, but it oxidized so badly on my skin. Like, I had that orange line. It's not even like, you know, it wasn't blended in or anything. It was just, you could see it, and there's nothing I hate more than that line. And every time, like, I thought I would blend it in so well, like I would be in my room and my lighting in here isn't as good, so I'd be like, okay, I got it, I worked it this time, I figured it out. I'd get outside and my goodness, I would be horrified. I'd be like rubbing my face so much trying to make it go away, but it was just that orange pigment. So, and I mean, for the price too, it was $40 versus the Infallible Pro Matte, which is like $20. So, I mean, I don't think I would repurchase this. Maybe I will give it another try in a different color and see if maybe that was the problem, but I'm just not too sure. If you guys have tried this foundation, let me know what you thought of it. Did you have the same problems as me? Did it oxidize on your skin as well? Would you rebuy this? Because honestly, I'm curious of whether or not I should give it another try, but yeah, I'm not too sure about that one. Now, I've got some concealers here as well, since we are in the skin topic. This one is the Born This Way concealer by Too Faced. And honestly, it was a really nice concealer. I don't have too much bad to say. I did have it in the shade Fair. And I did find that this worked pretty well for me. It isn't as high coverage as I would like it to be. It's more like if you're looking for a natural kind of look that I think this concealer is really good for. So I would repurchase it for more natural kind of looks and things like that. But I don't know. I'm just looking for a concealer that has a little bit more of a payoff and brightens just a little bit more than this did. It did a great job of concealing, but not so much with the brightening. So I think I'm gonna give a different one a shot next time when I go out to buy the next one here, which I also ran out of. This one I actually found to have a way better payoff coverage, and it was way cheaper. So I mean, that's always a bonus. And I mean, honestly, I do find this to be very comparable to some of the other higher ends. I know a lot of people have kind of talked about this as being a dupe, so I did give it a try, and I honestly have to give it a thumbs up myself. I did really like it, and I would repurchase this, and I have repurchased this actually in the past as well. So that's probably like my second or third tube. So I have actually repurchased this Kat Von D tattoo liner multiple times, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. What I have to say about this is I love this liner. I love it for the points, the sharp line it makes, and it's really pigmented. It applies so nicely and so easily. It really makes it like effortless when you're trying to go for one of those cat eyes or something like that. So that I find to be really nice. But I don't know, let me know if you guys have the same problem. But I've repurchased, like you can see, quite a few times this pencil, and I find every one that I get is a little bit different than the last. And I'm not saying that is a good thing, or it's kind of like I'm waiting for the first one I got. Like the first one I got, it was so pigmented, stayed on all day long. I would come home from work, I would still have a full wing. It was beautiful, and the pencil lasted forever, which was great. The second one I got, however, though, it didn't last nearly as long. I found it didn't stay on quite as well. It didn't apply as well. So I was like, okay, maybe I got a bad one. That happens sometimes. I understand that. It's not a big deal. So I was like, okay, I'll try it again. So I bought it again, and it applied better. But I don't find that it stays on quite as long as I found my first one did. So I don't know if the consistency in these just aren't there, if they changed the formula over the last few years.
First one did.
That would be really nice. you can dream, can't we? So this is my primer. Well, it was my primer. So this primer is the Smashbox Photo Finish, and it really did give me like a nice smooth photo finish, and it is pore minimizing, so that is a bonus. It lasted me so long. Normally with these kind of things, I don't like to buy them because they are super expensive, but I mean, for the amount of product you get in this and how long this lasted me, I would totally rebuy this. I've tried quite a few primers since this. I mean, in between, just to kind of try to stretch this one out a little bit longer and see how it goes, but I always found myself coming back to this one. It just really helped smooth out those pores and give a nice canvas for my makeup that I was applying, and I found that it just really helped that makeup stay on my face. It felt amazing on it. It was everything, and now that it's gone, I'm like super sad because I'm gonna have to repurchase this, and it's gonna hurt to repurchase, but it's so worth it, you guys. Like, this is a good one. Now, this next one is more skincare, but it does apply, and I think that skincare should be included in any beauty routine, and I should be better with my skincare routine, and this, honestly, it saves me. You know, I bought this Dr.Murad kit. It actually came with a whole little set, and this is the little set that you get. So you get a little treatment repair along with your cleanser, and then there's also this one, which is more of a mask, where this is like a spot solution. And then you have this also, which is their mattifying moisturizer, which is, let me tell you, this is just heavenly. Like, it really does mattify my skin. Like, I find when I use this before I apply even my primer, my makeup, this is first. This just really helps lock in that extra moisture that I find to create throughout that day and keeps it at bay while moisturizing my skin at the same time. How it works, I'm not really sure, but it works amazing, and I would totally recommend it. But I unfortunately just ran out of the cleanser out of the Dr.Murad set, and this set cost me $35, and it literally gives you a whole regimen. So you guys, it took away my pimples, my breakouts, it reduced the size, it took away redness overnight, and then over the next couple days it would be gone. And I haven't found a product that has worked that well for me in a really long time, especially skincare wise. I mean, like I said, I should be better with my skincare. I do encourage you guys to be better with your skincare than I am. I'm going to be working on it, so maybe we can grow on that together. But honestly, this stuff has motivated me to take better care of my skin and to try more products like this and try the little kits and see how they work. But this Dr.Murad one really worked for me, and I'm definitely going to be repurchasing that one. Alright guys, so that sums up everything that I had previously used that is now empty. Some of them I'm really sad to see go, and others, you know, not so sad. Maybe next time I'll try something different. I'm always open to it. If there's anything you want to see in the future, leave it down in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you guys. If there was any of these products that you had tried that you thought were really good that I didn't personally like, let me know. Maybe I'm not using them properly. Maybe there's a better way to do it. And other than that, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.